And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm joined, as always, by my still very cold squad of Ricky, Melia, and Charla. Dunban, Ryan, and Shulk are in the back, and Alvis is just hanging out waiting for us to do something important. For the time being, though, let's go over the changes that I made to the party. You might already see one of them. Melia is now on the Autumn Staff. I gave her Art Stealth 3 and Arts Heal 2. She also now has the Snow Glasses, although I don't think I can necessarily zoom in. I don't think they let me do that. But she is wearing glasses, so if ever we get a close-up of her, we'll get to see her little glasses. She's on the jail top, which I do believe is new, even though it doesn't look like it's new. Gave her AP up 3 for that. I believe the rescue bottoms are the same, and the jail shoes are new. I did a lot of work this time, so jail shoes I believe are new. She is still trying to get more ether. I'd need more gems for that, though. Ricky, I believe, did get a couple upgrades. He's now on the Stellar Gauntlet, as well as the Amethyst Leggings. I believe everything else is the same. Charlotte is now on the Disaster Cannon. This worked out pretty well for her, one less slot than I would like, so I don't have a spare for her anymore, but it did do quite a bit more damage, and that's what I wanted to go for now. She is also on the Jail Gloves, not that you can necessarily see those too well, but there they are. These are apparently her snow trunks. She wears less clothing in the snow than she did in the jungle. Oh, Charla. You will not make sense to me for a while. She's on sky shoes, but I think she's been on those ones before. Just as we go on, there's just less and less there. With Dunban, I believe that I upgraded him to the Jail Gloves and the Amethyst Armor. With Ryan, I gave him the Stellar Gear, which is so much more impressive sounding than it actually turned out to be, but he's stellar now. So there is that. That I believe is it for Ryan. With Shulk, I leveled up, his boots. He's got amethyst boots. I think that's it. Everything else is the same. He's still on pretty much all Panther stuff. The Panther stuff turned out to be really good for a long time. There's a lot of stuff between my latest batch of Panther equipment and all the stuff that everybody else is on. The Panther stuff is really good. It's staying longer than I anticipated. But that is the equipment set up. Let's go over arts. With the arts, I tried to spend a little bit more than I normally do. I didn't have enough for Summon Bolt this time, so instead I leveled up Starlight Kick a couple times, as well as Summon Copy once. With Ricky, I leveled up Happy Happy and also Behave. There it is. With Charla, I leveled up Heal Bullet. With Dunban, I leveled up, what did I level up for you? Blinding Blossom. And with Ryan, I leveled up, I have to think about this one, I believe Dive Sobat, and I think that was it. I think that was all that I had for him. And with Shulk, I leveled up a couple things. On the Monado, I leveled up more Buster, just flat out Buster. It does a ton of damage, I might as well. And on the normal bar, I leveled up, I believe, Shaker Edge. So there is that. With the skill trees, I didn't add too much. Nobody learned anything, so it's all in the skill links. I believe that I added medium equipment to Melia, as well as learning all the time. With Ricky, I don't think I did anything. Oh, I increased his agility even more. Not that it's that important. He doesn't do too much auto-attacking the way that I use him, but, you know, if the AI is using him, it works out pretty well that way. With Charla, I believe I just gave learning all the time. I don't think oh, and Bodybuilder. Bodybuilder was also new. With Dunban, I think everything ended up the same. And with Ryan, I don't think there were any changes here either. Learning all the time, that is what I'm trying to do. Learn all the time. Everything else should be the same. So, we are ready to move out. We are going to take care of quite a few things here today. None of them are probably going to be high on anybody's list right now, but we might as well take care of it now. Our first stop takes us all the way back to Colony 6. We have to go back to the Reconstruction HQ so that we can turn in a quest. We're going to go back to Hoko so that we can turn in Cook-Off Showdown. It has been some time since we started that one. I don't even remember what he asked. But we're going to talk to Hoko first. And I'm actually a little late for Poka Poka the way that I want to do it. But Hoko, we got your things. Meh, Hoko busy. What friend want? If friend's not going to eat, Hoko not have time to talk. Oh, that's right. We needed somebody in front for this one, didn't we? I believe, oh man, like I said, it's been a while for me. Is it Ryan? I feel like Ryan had one of these quests that we have not completed. So I'm going to put him in front and hope that it's him. Could also be Dunban, but I think we finished his. So I think it's Ryan's. You find ingredient, wowee! It was Ryan. Hold on, my Hoko make food. Ta-da! Hoko very happy to make food from old days. Hoko even feel like making smelly food is more fun. Whatever you say, you're the boss. Lately, Hoko make food that all customers like. That how Hoko stay in business. But then Hoko not make food that Hoko want to make. Which way is right way, which way is wrong way? Beats me, haven't got a clue. But friend look impatient, so I say friend just pick answer now. Hoko can't decide for himself. Of course not. I have to make all the business decisions around here too. So we have what I'm going to call Route A, which is make foods your customers like, and Route B, make food that you want to make. I'm going to choose Route B, even though, to be honest, if you're running a business and it's already established, it's going to be A. But if you're just starting out, I would say B, but since he's already established, I'd say this is the more applicable thing here. But if you're chasing your dreams, this is the one that I would normally go for. Honestly though, I'm doing this one because it gives me a better reward. So there you go. Make food you want to make. Friend right, Hoko should believe in his own style of cooking. It not matter if only one customer think Hoko's recipes taste yum. See, once again, business-wise, this is a terrible decision. Go ask Bird Girl to come eat before food get cold. So we have an update. We need to go talk to Bird Girl. But for the time being, I should keep him in the party for the time being because, he's required. Let's move the time ahead to 10 o'clock. That should be good. So that Poka Poka does go back down there. Let's turn in our quest to Poka Poka. This is it. Friends have done well. Poka Poka will go to Talonith right away and get him to cook it. Poka Poka cannot wait. Tasty takeout in my tum-tum. Give me now while it's yum-yum. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ah, delightfully delicious. It tastes succulent, savory, sweet, and scrumptious. Savory and sweet, you say? And a bit weird. Poka Poka want more. Well, that's that. Even rude and violent person can help people when they try. Say what you want, Fuzzball. You ain't gonna stop me feeling good. Poka Poka has a reward, but not food this time. Poka Poka does not want to share this special taste with you. And we have completed a tantalizing treat. The special taste of the pie is similar to Hoko's old cuisine, but strangely addictive. We have gotten 2,300 experience, 6,800 gold, and Days Resist 4 for our efforts. I'll take it. And we want to talk to Poka Poka again, specifically between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock, so that we can hopefully get more... Oh, I don't think I actually completed that yet, did I? We want to head down here and talk to McCrish first. Also collectibles. That's also important. And we're going to try to get additional affinity. We're going to try to get a lot of additional affinity, and that's kind of always hit or miss for me lately. But McCrish, we're ready to turn this in. Has Hoko gone back to his roots? Does his food taste as it used to? Then I shall use all my remaining strength to sample it once more. Yep, it's done. Go enjoy yourself, lady. How was it? It's delicious once again. You persuaded Hoko to cook to my tastes. He's wonderful, isn't he? Ooh, 3 stars. Well, that's that. You're looking very pleased with yourself. I guess you do deserve some of the credit. What? Really? Cheers, Charla. Of course, I haven't forgotten about you as well. Thank you for everything. I have a gift for you. It's something I'm sure you'll love. Hoko's leftovers from last night. Keep it, you nutter. You seem to be somewhat lacking in patience today. That's one way of thinking about it. Also, it's been a long time since I've called somebody a nutter. It doesn't have the same connotation in American English. I know just the remedy. Today, I've been in a bad mood since I met you, lady. I hope you're happy now you've got your Napon slop back. I appreciate how much attention you gave me. You are a kind man. Come on, lady, you're making me blush. You fell for my joke. You are a funny one. That was a joke? Give me a break. May our paths meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Goodbye. And off she goes, and we have completed Cook-Off Showdown. Remember, this one was for Rhine in particular. Hoko's old style of cuisine may not suit everyone, but there's one patron who's very happy. 7,500 gold, 2,200 experience, a brave top, and an HP steal too. We might have to take a look at that one in particular, that HP steal. Also, Rhine's impatience skill branch has been unlocked, as if he didn't have that one already. We also get an update to the affinity chart. So let's take a quick look at that. It's between Makrish and Hoko. Delicious food as opposed to Talonith and Makrish, which is not tasty. I am kind of curious about that gem that we just got, though. So let's consider putting that on Rhine. He's probably the best for that. Maybe instead of... oh, that's good. Maybe instead of the strength up. Did they not give it to us? The HP steal too? No, that's right. It's at the front. So it can only go on the weapon, but does it actually give us the... Yes, it gives us all the stats. 8% probability that an auto attack will recover 30 HP. It's not my favorite. 8% chance is not very high for an auto attack rate, but it sounds really nice, right? If you play your cards right with HP steal, it can become completely overpowered. For some reason, Final Fantasy II is coming to mind for that, but that's not the only case, obviously. Poka Poka, how are you doing? I believe you have something new to say. Do not remind me of Hoko's food right now. And again, I wants to eat it. How strange, maybe his secret ingredient? Anything else? Come on. The record-breaking Colony 6 restaurant rivalry is all but over. Talonith won by miles. I feel sorry for Hoko. There is the additional affinity that I was looking for. But I have an announcement. I will be a cook and start my own place. So, we have a third restaurateur here in Colony 6. We have Good Chef for both the connections between Poka Poka and Hoko, and Poka Poka and Talonith. So, that's good, I guess. Also, I want to change my party. Let's get Ryan out of here. He is... Well, actually, I wanted to check his skill tree. We did get a new branch after all. He's so close to finishing this on Enthusiasm, Reckless Courage, that we will go ahead and finish that, even though it's, what, 780 points to go. We'll go ahead and finish that before we move over to Impatience, so we can get Ultimate Taunt, boost Mad Taunt effect on non-targeted enemies. That sounds really nice. Then we have Melee Champion, grants haste to the party when an enemy is defeated. That also works out pretty well if you're fighting a big group. Once again, I feel like Rhine is your tank for the big groups and Dunban's your tank for a single person, and this Impatience thing is proving that so far. But The haste does last 30 seconds, so if I can kill an enemy and then keep killing an enemy every 30 seconds, this, grants me haste. That's pretty damn nice. We get Rampage, increases chance of a double attack. That's something that I'm going to want to spread out, although it's good on him too. Speed Strike grants haste buff when an attack misses. That's not necessarily my favorite, but it's there. And then we get Channeled Pain, fills talent gauge when damage is taken. Also very nice. So he gets hit and it fills up his talent gauge so that he can do another taunt. Mad taunt. But it does work for other people as well. This will boost his counterattack rate by 2%. Counterattack is not a big deal in this game for me. Not at least for my party members. When it comes to the enemies, it might be a bigger deal though. Right now, he's still working on his critical hit rate, 8%. A lot of these are not that great. Although the spirit, that's probably where I'm going to leave it. That's pretty damn good. All right, so he is going to leave the party. We are done with him. We want Melia in the party. Honestly, because I want to get the affinity up between these three people, but I think it'll be a good party on top of that. At least it worked out well for me before. So, we have a little bit more work to do, and it's more additional affinity. We're going to start by heading to Satoral Marsh. Over here, we can go to the Napon Merchant Camp, and we can speak with Bakoko, and hopefully this will get me the additional affinity. I don't have a timestamp on this one, though. And that always makes me nervous, because sometimes they just forget to tell me about that kind of stuff. Nope, didn't require it. Did you ever meet Dakuku? He young, but very good research team leader. Dakuku very wise and very brave. Dakuku such great Napon. Bakoko want to talk to Dakuku about adventuring again. Bakoko is a Napon merchant. Kacha's job is investigating ruins. Kacha know much more than Bakoko. Alright, so there we go. At least a little bit more in the region. It is time to leave once more, and we have a long journey ahead of us. We're going to go back to Alchemoth, and once we are there, I want to go like over here somewhere. I'll probably just meet you there, because the closest place that I can go to there is the Imperial Palace. It is during the day though, so I think it worked out that I figured out where it was last time, but I'll still probably just meet you there. And I have made it back to Vidian. This was not actually for additional affinity. We are trying to continue a quest here. I believe that I don't need anybody in particular in lead here, so let's try talking to Vidian some more. Hey. Oh wow, you actually found it. It's exactly the same as I remember it. I'll use this to make Lusunia something really nice. Remember, this is for believing again. All finished. Could you give it to Lusunia for me, please? And remind her of what happened that night. And we got an affection seal half. Just a half, though. For the record, when we went to Bakoko and we got additional affinity, that was for the balance of power. When we completed that one, we got that for... well, we got the additional affinity from Bakoko for that, which was in Valak Mountain. Remember the Antals and all that good stuff. All right, so we need to head back to Lusunia. Lusunia is only out at night, but she is much closer to the Imperial Palace, which is always nice. If people could just hang out around the landmarks, that would really help me out in the long run, but I never seem to want to do that. She was southwest of here. I believe just on the other side of this. Oh. Look what we have here. From Mirial. I believe I am putting that one off for the time being. Vaguely remembering that I wanted to put that one off. But, Lusunia, we have what we assume you want. Stop pushing me. This is from Vidian. A headwing decoration. But only one of a pair? And wait, isn't this made out of morning dew ice? When we were very small, Vidian and I, we managed to get lost on Valak Mountain during a school trip. I was really obsessed with getting some morning dew ice, so we ended up getting separated from the rest of the class. There was a raging blizzard. We couldn't see anything. Somehow we managed to survive until morning. We kept on talking and talking, desperate not to fall asleep. And finally, when dawn came, we saw it. It was like diamond dust. It was so beautiful that I honestly thought I must have died. But there she was, by my side, Vivian. Which, thanks to Vivian, I survived. If she hadn't been there, I would have lost consciousness, I know it. And now I've called her a half-wit, insulted her blood and heritage. Oh, I've been a complete fool. How could I believe something so ridiculous and stupid? It makes no difference whether you're Homs or Nopon or anything. We are all the same. I must apologize to Vivian, and to you kind people too. Actually, maybe Melia was needed to be in the lead here. Anything before I go? What has been the matter with me? I have to apologize to Vivian. Alright, you go ahead and do that. It's actually not that far of a journey from here. We're just going to head back to Vivian. Make it 9 o'clock. She'll be there. She'll be there. There are quite a few things going on with this one, but a lot of it has to do with Valak Mountain. I'm a little kind of surprised that they just let kids out on Valak Mountain anytime they want. And again, kids in Alchemoth are, like in their 40s, so maybe it's a lot better for them to experience that kind of stuff early on. Also, I'm kind of curious if if everybody just left them behind, like if they did the buddy system. Is everybody's buddy here? Yes? All right, then nobody is not here, clearly. All right, Vivian, we did it. Are you happy?
Hey.
Lasunia said she remembered what happened that night. I'm so happy. I hope I was of some help.
Melly's help was biggest and bestest. Ricky watched Melly closely so Ricky knows.
Isel, Hogard, Garen, Damil, I pray that you can see my efforts. So Lasunia has finally returned to her old self. The truth is, I've always been embarrassed about something. The size of my wings, they're so small. But that night when I spoke about it with Lasunia, she said that she didn't care about that at all. In fact, she said she envied me. Said that they must be so much easier to maintain. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Thank you, I really owe you. And we have completed Believing again. Lasunia has remembered how things used to be, and she's now friends with Vivian. We get 8,500 gold, 4,500 experience, and amethyst armor for our trouble. No slot. I already have somebody equipped with that with a slot, so I don't think I'll be making that change anytime soon. But we got an update to the affinity chart as well. Vivian and Lasunia, I assume, are now friends again. So that's green as opposed to yellow, which is classmates. Apparently, being friends is not all that difficult. You have anything more to say before I go? It looks like that dullard Scarlin finally picked one of the girls. Maybe he wasn't as indecisive as I thought. Hey, more affinity. I'll take it. Actually, we did not need Melia for this one. Charlotte's actually the one that commented on this one. Hey, another update to the quest. I will take it. Especially since I didn't even have this one written down. We'll be going through everybody again soon. Vivian and Scarlin now. Not so bad.
Hey.
Anything else to say? Feel sorry for the girl who wasn't chosen. But then again, I'm sure she'll find someone better in the end. I mean, she likes Scarlin, so she can't exactly have high standards. Why was I helpful to this person again? Somebody's gonna have to remind me of that. Alright, so we are heading forward, which means heading down. Back to the main entrance. And here we want to talk to somebody at the southern end of the elevator, but we want to do it specifically between 2100 hours and midnight. 0 hours, I guess. That would be you, Lunara. Because if we have Merlai's on the chart and it's after Prison Island, we should get additional affinity. That's what I have here. There it is. I told my big brother Merlai's about the nasty things my friend said. He got really mad and went over to her place. He looked really scary. So there's an update to the chart. I'm not entirely sure what we're talking about here, but there we go. Big brother between Lunara and Merlies. We finally got Lunara linked with somebody there.
My new big brother is really nice. He is always stroking my hair. That's why I really love him.
What kind of brother are we talking about here? So then, that seems to be it. Just gonna leave that one alone. Leave these, how old are they? Leave these, like, 30-year-olds to it. I don't know. Stroking your hair. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. Yeah, 26 and 69. Merlies is 69 and Lunara's 26. Old enough to make these kinds of decisions, clearly. All right, we're leaving. We need to go to the Fountain of Eternity. Is it faster from here? Is it? Yeah, it's probably faster if I just warp over there. Sure, I'll pick up more collectibles. I don't need to get them anymore, but they're always good for gifts and things like that. Aren't you right here? There we go. Ariel, do I have a timestamp on you? Yes, but I'm still in the timestamp. 2100 to midnight. We get this for believing again. I heard from Lusunia. You helped her patch things up with Vidian, didn't you? I'm relieved. One less thing for me to worry about. And another update to the affinity chart. Lots of them today. Lots of these things just kind of roaming around. We get relief between Ariel and Lusunia. Anything more to say before I go? I can tell it's in your disposition to help those in trouble, right? If you hadn't uncovered the reason behind Lusunia's prejudices, we'd still be in a lot of trouble. Anything else? Nope, that is it. So, we are ready to go again. We want to head back to... Ooh, Muriel. We're not going to be able to do that one right now. So let's head up and talk to Kalika instead. Kalika should be north of the North Pool here. And once again, 2100 to midnight. So hopefully I get there in time. It's actually a little bit of a struggle here. All right, there's Kalika. There we go. Once again, for believing again, we will have to come back for Muriel some other time. I saw Vidian laughing and walking with her friend the other day. It looks like they patched up. Kalika is really happy. Another update to the affinity chart. We might check Muriel, just in case. All right, so we got relief between Kalika and Vidian. Everybody was really worried about Vidian. Zell. Anything more? Vidian's friends seem really happy for some reason too. When I saw those two smiling, I felt all warm inside. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Let's go talk to Muriel. And sometimes when I do this, the additional affinity takes priority. That's what I'm hoping for this time.